I have spent my entire career trying to help people. I've looked into the eyes of folks from every walk of life, listened to their deepest pains, and offered them what I believe to be the best, most common sense advice I could muster. My goal has always been to empower others, to give them the tools to fix what's broken and build a better life for themselves and their families. I've always believed that caring for your neighbor and standing up for what's right are the cornerstones of a decent society. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. It's a simple philosophy, but it has guided me through every challenge. But today, on August 1st, 2025, the world feels different. It feels like that simple principle is no longer enough. In fact, it sometimes feels like the very act of standing for certain beliefs I hold dear to my heart, makes you a target. I've always been a proud supporter of America and a steadfast friend to Israel. I believe in strength, in sovereignty, and in the right of a nation to defend itself against those who seek its destruction. These are not radical ideas to me. They are rooted in a deep sense of justice and history. Yet expressing these views has come with a social price I never anticipated paying. Suddenly, a lifetime of trying to do good seems to have been erased for some people. The conversations are no longer about helping families or solving problems. Instead, I'm told my support for a particular political leader makes me complicit in things I don't believe in. My unwavering support for Israel, a nation born from the ashes of unimaginable suffering, is twisted into something ugly. I am labeled, categorized, and dismissed without a real conversation. It's like a switch has been flipped, and the person they thought they knew is gone, replaced by a caricature they've been told to hate. This isn't about wanting everyone to agree with me. That's never been my message. Life is about navigating differences with respect and logic. But what's happening now isn't disagreement. It's deletion. It's being written out of people's stories because your chapter doesn't fit their narrative. The pain of this isn't just about politics. It's about the loss of connection. It's the feeling that no matter how much good you've tried to put into the world, it can all be invalidated in an instant by a political litmus test that you were never meant to pass. The reasons people give for turning away are often vague, delivered through a text message or, more commonly, through silence. You find out you've been blocked on social media or that you're no longer invited to gatherings you've been a part of for years. When you do get an explanation, it's usually filled with buzzwords. They'll say my views are problematic, or that my support for Donald Trump means I must not care about certain groups of people. They'll tell me that being pro-Israel is an endorsement of every single policy, with no room for nuance or discussion. It's a binary world. You are either with them or you are against them. It's a strange and deeply unsettling experience. I've sat across from people who have done terrible things, and I have always tried to find the humanity in them, to understand their story. Yet now, I find myself on the receiving end of a judgment that allows for no such grace. Friends I have known for decades, people I have shared holidays with and supported through their own life crises, have simply vanished. The phone calls stop. The easy laughter we once shared is now a memory that feels like it belongs to someone else's life. It feels like being put in an isolation booth where you can see the world moving on without you. What's most frustrating is the lack of genuine dialogue. People don't want to understand, they want to condemn. They don't ask why I believe what I believe. They don't want to hear that my support for a strong America comes from a desire to see everyone prosper, or that my defense of Israel is rooted in a deep belief in the right of Jewish people to have a safe homeland after centuries of persecution. They have already decided what I think and who I am. It is a verdict delivered without a trial, and the sentence is social banishment. This is the reality of the polarized world we are living in. It's a world where friendships are conditional and loyalty is as fleeting as the latest headline. The pain of this rejection is sharp because it comes from people you thought would be there for you no matter what. You start to question everything. Was the friendship ever real? Or was it just a temporary alliance, convenient only as long as everyone stayed on the approved script? That's a lonely and difficult question to have to ask yourself. I've been blessed in my life. I've had a wonderful career, built a beautiful family with my amazing wife, Robin, and achieved a level of success that I could have only dreamed of as a boy growing up in Texas. We have a comfortable home, our health, and the resources to do just about anything we want. By any external measure, I have nothing to complain about. I should be immune to the sting of social rejection. But that's a fundamental misunderstanding of what it means to be human. Success doesn't build a wall around your heart. The truth is, all the accolades and achievements in the world cannot fill the void left by a friend who turns their back on you. You can't deposit a paycheck to heal the hurt of being disowned by someone you cared for. Those moments of sadness hit you when you least expect them. You might be having a perfectly fine day, and then you'll see something that reminds you of an inside joke you shared with a friend who no longer speaks to you. A wave of profound sadness washes over you, a grief for a relationship that is now gone. This experience has taught me a powerful lesson. External success is not a shield against internal pain. You can have everything the world tells you that you should want, but it doesn't make you bulletproof. The human need for connection, for community, for belonging is baked into our DNA. When that is taken away, it leaves a scar. It's a quiet, private pain that you carry with you. You can't talk about it on a talk show or solve it with a 7-step plan. It's just there, a heavy weight in your chest. And so you learn to live with it. You learn that happiness and sadness can coexist. You can be grateful for the incredible blessings in your life while simultaneously mourning the relationships that have been fractured by a divided world. It makes you realize what truly matters. It's not the size of your house or the balance in your bank account. It's the people who know you, truly know you, and choose to love you anyway. Those are the real treasures, and they are rarer and more precious than ever. In the middle of all this loss, something important becomes crystal clear. You see who is really in your corner. When the crowd thins, the people who remain are the ones who matter most. I am so incredibly thankful for my wife, my family, and the small circle of loyal friends who haven't wavered. They may not agree with me on every single issue, but they know my character. They know my heart. They stick around because their love isn't conditional on my political alignment. They offer support, not judgment. Their presence is a powerful antidote to the loneliness. My faith has also been a bedrock for me. It gives me a sense of peace that the world cannot give and frankly cannot take away. It reminds me that I am accountable to a higher authority and that my worth is not determined by public opinion or social media trends. When you feel like the world is shouting at you, faith provides a quiet space to listen for a voice of truth and love. It's a grounding force that keeps you steady when the storms of public opinion are raging all around you. So what's the takeaway here? If you're feeling this way too, if you feel like you're being pushed to the margins for what you believe, I want you to hear me. You are not alone. Do not let the noise of the world convince you that you are a bad person for having your own convictions. Do not let them silence you. Instead, focus on what is real and what is true. Nurture the relationships with the people who have proven their loyalty. Hold on to them tightly because they are your lifeline in these turbulent times. This isn't a time to shrink back. It's a time to stand tall with grace and integrity. Be strong in your beliefs, but be kind in your heart. Be thankful for the real friends who see you and value you for who you are. The world may be polarized and the cost of conviction may be high, but your character is worth it. Let your integrity be your guide, and you will find your way through the storm. And you will find that the love and respect of the few who matter is worth more than the approval of the many who don't.